Our Vote 2014 coverage on Fox 22. And again, welcome to our ABC 17 viewers for the next 5 minutes.
Right now, we are taking a look at where our election results are at this point in the night. We've had some propositions fail, some that are still out there. ABC 17's Lucas Geisler has been following Proposition 1, and he joins us live at City Hall. And Lucas, supporters said it would add 40 officers, 15 firefighters over 5 years, but voters just didn't buy it.
Yeah, Proposition 1, as of right now, at about 82% of the voters in right now are currently rejecting it, 59% against it, only 41% voting for it. Now, Proposition 1 would have raised the property tax in Columbia by 30 cents over 5 years. Right now, the current rate is 41 cents for every $100 of assessed value. It would have raised it to 71 cents by the year 2020. Money raised from that would have gone to public safety in Columbia, departments like the police department and the fire department, as well as the municipal court. It was one of the tactics that the city has tried in order to bolster the ranks of those departments for the rapidly growing population in Columbia, trying to figure out a way to keep those departments in check with the population. Right now, at about 113,000 people living in Columbia, the city has 164 uniformed police officers with 136 firefighters. Opponents, though, said that the money was already in the city. There was no need for new taxes to fund things like the fire department and the police department. William Samuels with Keep Boone County Free told us that there's $21 million left in the general fund for discretionary spending. Right now, that money is already spent on things like the city's administration, Parks and Rec, and other departments. But Samuel says if the city truly did care about the fire department and the police department, it would take more of that money and put it in to services that Samuels calls essential, that lesser items, things for recreation or historical purposes. Tax increases to support those should go to the ballot, not items for things like for the fire department or the police department. Those things should be essential, and the city should provide for them. Because of his opposition to Proposition 1, Samuel said he didn't want people to think that he was anti-police or anti-fire, but wanted people to put the onus on the city to figure those things out. Mayor McDavid, however, saying that the city relies heavily on sales tax, and over the past few years, sales tax has been dwindling in Columbia, and that is mainly how the city funds things like the fire department and the police department. He says until the city is able to figure out how to retain more sales tax here, stop people from shopping online and get people out to go and shop, then they will need to figure out ways to further fund the police and fire departments to keep the hiring up with the growing population here in Columbia. Reporting live in Columbia, Lucas Geisler, ABC 17 News.
As you can see, Proposition 1 with more than 80% looks like it is failing. And it's interesting because a lot of folks, no one wants to pay higher taxes for the most part. And the language in the law says it's for the sole purpose of funding and increasing in staffing and operations for the police and fire departments. So it's kind of surprised. A lot of people would think, well, it will get caught up and used for other things.
But it's solely based on increasing the staff there.
Right, so the language there, you'd think that would have maybe swayed viewers a little bit more. But once again, I guess times are tight, or whatever the reasons, people voted against it.
Okay, and then also we were discussing Prop 2 a little bit earlier, and I think we may have those numbers, updated numbers, coming up soon. But that was to increase taxes on new building construction.
Right.
And at that point, it seems like it's failing.
And I'll tell you what, if you want to see those numbers, go ahead and join us over on KMI.